the AMC8 2008 problems 1 and 2. Okay, but if you're new here, my name is Anaya, and my content is basically just reading small books to children. And I recently began to incorporate math into my content, and I started with just pretty basic math, but recently I've been expanding to more difficult math, like math competition like the AMC8. And today we're going to be doing the 2008 AMC8, problems 1 and 2. So let's begin with problem 1. Suzanne had $50 to spend at the carnival. So let's write that down. She spent $12 on food. $12 on food. And twice as much on rides. How many dollars did she have left to spend? Okay. So if she spent $12 on food and she spent twice as much on rides, we have to do 12 times 2 to get 24. That means that in total she spent $24, and she had $50 to spend to start with. So we do 50 minus 24, and we have 6, 2, and 26 left, and that means that the answer is C. Okay, problem number 2. The 10-letter code best of luck represents the 10 digits 0 to 9 in order. What 4-digit number is represented by the code word clue? And the only way that someone could get this wrong is if they don't fully understand the question. What it's saying is that best of luck. Let me space that out better. This code represents the number 0 to 9. That means B would be 0, E would be 1. So what is that? 1, S would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the question is asking us what 4-digit number is represented by the code word clue. So we've got the word clue right here, and the first thing is to decipher the first letter, which is C, which is clue, which is C for clue. And if you notice at the answer choices, it's only going to be either 8 or 9. So if we decipher this first, then many of our answers will get eliminated quickly. So let's look at what C is. Well, if we do our code here, we see that C is equal to 8. That means that it's one of these choices. That means it's one of those choices. And we can write 8 down here. And then we notice that in these possible answer choices, these next two numbers, 6 and 7, and yes, we know the whole 6, 7 mean. The next two numbers, 6 and 7, are the same. So that means that this is 6 and this is 7. And the only two numbers that are left that could be possible are 1 and 2. So we don't have to waste time deciphering what L and U are. We can just figure out what E is. And if we look over here, E is 1. So the answer would be A. Hope this helped if you're preparing for the 2026 AMC8 or any future AMC8. And bye, see you in the next video.